candy flavors. We've done some type of candy flavors. We've done the kettle corn and we've done caramel corn. Those are definitely candy type flavors. Now we're going to talk more about the fruity candy flavors. So to make fruity flavors, you can also use the Blaze Pop, as we talked about in the last lesson. Same thing we did with caramel corn. You can do that with, they have blue raspberry, pink cherry, chocolate, all of those flavors. So you can absolutely do the same thing. But if you want a more selection of flavors, this is another way you can do it. So there's one option, which is floss sugar. This is the same thing that they use to make cotton candy. You can use this exact stuff to make popcorn as well. So this is the Jolly Berry. This is strawberry flavored. And what you do is you use this just like you would the kettle corn sugar. So in our kettle, for example, 8-ounce kettle, we're using 8 ounces of kernels. We would use a half a cup of this sugar, this floss sugar. It's just pre-flavored for us already, so we can absolutely use this. This comes in so many different flavors. You can find tons of different flavors. We like the sassy apple a lot. The strawberry is really good. Sometimes we'll pop this and then we'll drizzle chocolate over the top, so you have like chocolate covered strawberry, really great. The next thing that we can do is we can also use Flossine. Now Flossine is a concentrate of the floss sugar, and it's basically same thing. They use this to make cotton candy. This comes in like a concentrated form, and what you do is you add this to sugar to make floss sugar basically. So in order to do that for us, we have a half a cup of sugar, right? Because that's what we would use in our 8-ounce popper for kettle corn, or to coat our popcorn in sugar. And then what we do is we would mix in some of this floss sugar into this sugar, or this Flossine, I should say, into this sugar. And we would basically take 2 teaspoons of this and we put it in our sugar and we mix it all around and we stir that up. So that's another option for different flavors. These are all going to be used all the same way as we are going to demonstrate with our last option, which is a signature blend. But all of these are going to be used exactly the same way. It's just a different way to flavor your sugar and to make your popcorn taste really good. So the next option is another product by Gold Medal, and it's called a signature blend. This is basically a concentrate of flavor. Flossine, it's good, and there's lots of different flavors of that, but this signature blend are even stronger flavors, and they have other selections too. This one actually is called Birthday. This is birthday cake. Smells just like birthday cake. It's really good. It's very concentrated, and you use this in the same way. So all the signature blends are used in the same way. Take 2 teaspoons of this, add it to a half a cup of sugar. The quantities will change depending on how much sugar you need for your machine, but for us it's 2 teaspoons. And like I said, there's going to be a calculator, there's going to be some material that if you have a different size machine, you'll absolutely know the quantities, no problem. So we're going to make the birthday cake next. So we're going to get out our sugar, we're going to get out our measuring spoon, and we're going to get this mixed up. So I have a half a cup of sugar. I put it in this little container, and we're going to take 2 teaspoons of the birthday cake, and we're just going to put it in there. It's the same color, so you're not going to really see it as much, but they make this in all different flavors: blue raspberry, pineapple, coconut. They have a bunch of different flavors of this. It's really good stuff. So we have that flavoring in our sugar. We're just going to give it a little stir it up just a little bit. While we're doing that, let's turn on our kettle. Let's get this thing heated up. Close our lid so it heats up faster. We're going to stir this up. Now, as I mentioned, you would do the same exact thing with the Flossine. 2 teaspoons of Flossine into your half cup of sugar and mix it up. So however you're flavoring your sugar, either with Flossine or Signature Blend, works the same way. And the floss sugar, the difference with that is it's already mixed with your sugar, so you would just use a half a cup of that. This birthday cake is really good. This is a fun one to make. Birthday cake, you can even take like sprinkles over the top and makes it really festive and fun, and it looks really great and tastes delicious. So let's check the temperature of our kettle. We're only about 170 degrees. Let this heat up some more. All right, let's check the temperature. Starting to smoke a little bit, so that's a good sign that we're getting up to temperature. 460, so we're right there. Let's add in our 3 ounces of corn oil, and we're going to put in 8 ounces of kernels. Close this down. Now, as I mentioned, the technique that we're using for this is the same technique you're going to use for floss sugar, for your signature blend, and also for if you're using Flossine. Same exact technique. We're adding our oil and our popcorn kernels first, and as soon as those start to pop, then we're going to add in our sugar. Here it's sizzling. I think I just heard a pop. Might have been a false alarm. We'll keep listening. Heard another pop. Okay. So we'll raise this up. We're going to add in our 4 ounces of sugar with our 2 teaspoons of signature blend. We close that back up, and then we're going to let this get back up to temperature and start popping again. I can smell the birthday cake though. It smells really good. I grabbed some sprinkles. We're going to add some sprinkles onto this birthday cake. It's always great with the sprinkles. Just a reminder, with all of the material for this course, you will get links to all the products we used here during this course, so it'll be very easy for you to pick those up and make your own popcorn just like this. It's starting to really pop up now. We're going to listen for this. When it starts to slow down, we'll dump it. Okay, slow it down. Turn on the kettle. Dump that out. Okay, we're going to add our sprinkles on it right away while it's still hot. Awesome. Look at this. Look at that. All right, let's give it a little taste. Yeah, just tastes just like birthday cake. Just like cake. So good. Sprinkles are great. It makes it nice and festive. Delicious. It's like a dessert. So good. Very easy to make. Fruity flavors, different flavors of popcorn using these 3 things. So just to summarize, you're going to use the same quantity of sugar no matter what. You're either going to use floss sugar, which is going to be a full half cup of just straight floss sugar if you choose to use that. If you choose to use a signature blend, then you'll use 2 teaspoons of this to a half a cup of regular sugar. And if you use Flossine, you'll use 2 teaspoons of this to a half a cup of regular sugar. So there it is. That's very simple. There's hundreds and hundreds of different flavors you can make using this same exact technique, using these different products. So that's it for Chapter 6, all the different flavors that you can make with your theater popper. The ideas and the things that you can come up with, creativity is limitless with your machine. Tons of different flavors, very simple techniques to do this. All you have to do is get out there and get popping.